people. It's going to be launching with Android 4.1 Jelly Bean and should be getting key lime pie around the autumn time really, once Google have announced it over at Google I/O and everything else is out of the way for that. The device itself should be having a 4.99 Full HD Solux display with a 1920 by 1080 resolution screen. It's also due to have a Qualcomm quad-core Snapdragon 600 processor, 2GB of RAM, thereabouts weighing 138 grams. It's also due to have a 13 megapixel back camera and a possibly even 5 megapixel front camera, just for ultimate screen quality and camera quality when obviously doing video calls. The device itself should also be launching in black and white instead of the blue and white as it has done before, with obviously the red and everything else coming afterwards. And personally guys, I'm very excited about this. I used to have the S2, I had the S3 for a short while, and I just think it's a brilliant phone. I'm hoping it's everything that obviously it looks to be. And I want to know what you guys think as well. So do you think the S4 is going to be anywhere near as good as everybody's saying it's going to be? Or are you really just not that big of a fan of Samsung? Let me know in the comments down below. As always guys, that does it for me. If you liked the video, like it, and if you
Hi guys, as ridiculous as it may seem, we have some leak specs of the next Galaxy phone, the S4. Yeah, the Samsung Galaxy S4 rumoured to show at the Mobile World Congress in February. We've only had the S3 out for what, 4 months? And now we're already talking about the S4. We don't know that much about it, obviously, because it's probably not even decided what it's going to be yet, but here we go. Okay. So, I can only guess they're trying to do it in February to sell more than when the next iPhone gets released. So they're trying to get like a jump on Apple, just releasing it early so people buy it and then it's too late to buy the iPhone kind of thing, right? So, let's see what we've got. Okay, they say it's going to be slightly bigger, 5-inch. The Galaxy S3 now is 4.8. I already think 4.8 is slightly too big for me, although I have used it and I could get used to 4.8, but 5 inches is starting to get on the Note size, which is basically a little tablet. So I'm not so sure about the 5-inch side. And more powerful than the S3, well, that was obviously going to be obvious. They'd probably put their Exynos 5 chipset in it, which is epic. And we'll have LTE compatibility. Yeah, well, obviously. Other than a possible screen size and unveiling, there's not much in the story we couldn't expect. Faster, better, taking on Apple, yeah. Like I said, I think it's even ridiculous that we're talking about the S4, considering the S3's only been out for a few months. But that is how fast the mobile tech world moves. Hopefully we get more leaked stuff out of the S4. I hope they don't make it 5 inches, in my opinion. I think 5 inches is too big for a mobile phone. I think 4.8 is the limit of the height of the mobile phone screen size. Personally, I mean, I use a Nexus S at the moment, which is 4 inches. I think that's a bit small, hence why I think the iPhone 5 is a bit small now. 4.3 to probably 4.7 is my ideal size for a phone. I think that's the perfect size. When you're talking about the Galaxy Note 5.5, you're kind of talking about a mini tablet now, not really a phone. I mean, it would look ridiculous if I held that up to my face. So, yeah, no. S4, let me know what you think.
Now, as I mentioned before, this video tells us almost nothing. But luckily for us, there has been other leaks around the internet that tell us a lot more about the Samsung Galaxy S4 than this video, so let's get into those now. So far, sadly, the leaks surrounding the S4's suspected price tag have been thin on the ground, although we can expect its costs to be at least as much as the S3 when it was launched back in May, a wallet busting £499. However, prices will be a lot less if you buy the S4 with a contract. Either way, however, the S4 is suspected to cost a little less than the iPhone 5. Let's now get into what you have all been waiting for, some leaked specs about the Galaxy S4. Now, according to sources speaking to Taiwanese industry rumor site DigiTimes, the S4 will include a 5-inch full HD display with an impressive 1920 to 1080 resolution. Following a trend starting with rival HTC Butterfly handset, such a display would boast an impressive pixel density of around 440 pixels per inch, or PPI, significantly above the resolution of Apple's Retina display technology. Another separate rumor supports this ever-increasing screen size mania, including a report from the Korea Times suggesting that the new entry in the Galaxy Note family imaginatively doubled the Galaxy Note 3 screen size, which includes an impressively large 6.3-inch full HD display. Another rumor has pointed to the use of flexible display technology, previously demonstrated at the standalone product by Samsung to give the Galaxy S4 an unbreakable screen. Sadly, this may not come to pass, at least not until the Galaxy S5 is ready, with The Verge quoting an anonymous source as stating that the commercial implementation of Samsung's flexible display technology in smartphone devices is still a while off. Even with all of this still uncertain, we can definitely look forward to the S4 as an impressive device, and let me tell you now that it is going to have one of the most impressive screens that any smartphone has ever had. Thanks guys for watching.